we have seen a statement from the presidency where the statement has directed the Director General of Ghana Education Service to go home. In other words, his appointment has been terminated. What do you make of that?
Well, to us, it came as a shock, a surprise, and we are very disappointed as a union. We are very disappointed as a union because the rampant changing of heads of Ghana Education Service is not helping us in ensuring that policies are implemented to the latter, and then agreed decisions are also implemented to the latter. The Director General is currently in the mix of interviewing regional directors and other directors of the Ghana Education Service, positions that have been vacant for a while now. The Ghana Education Service Council was not constituted until 2021. So from 2020, the whole of 2021, the GES did not have a council. Then there was also the problem of issues that we have been discussing with the management of Ghana Education Service. Issues to do with promotions, issues to do with upgrading, issues to do with allowances, and so on, issues to do with deprived area allowances. All these things are on the table, and we have had a series of meetings. We're bringing our discussions to a head on Friday, where a report or a presentation ought to have been done, a report submitted, so that we segregate the issues and push it to the relevant areas for implementation. All these things will now have to stall because the president is removed, the Director General, and it was not as if anybody is also been announced to take over from the Director General. So for us, all this thing creates problem too. And we are holding a meeting of the leadership of unions tomorrow. And after that, we will write a letter to whoever it is that, look, we don't think that this situation augurs well for us.
Are you saying she should reinstate it?
Yeah, we think the president should rescind his decision and allow, you see, once you have not found fault or the man is not violated any aspect of his establishment, are you saying honestly to me, TV3, that if we want to dismiss people in Ghana today and we make a list of people who should go home, appointees who should go home, it is the Director General who should start? The economy is facing challenges. Have you heard anybody being asked to go home? A lot of the Department of State are not functioning. Have you heard anybody being asked to go home?
What do you sense?
Oh, I just sense that the conflict between the minister and the Director General is brought this issue to a head.
So you think the Director General has been sacrificed?
I think the Director General has been sacrificed. And it is a very bad sacrifice.
Why?
Because I think that those in the Jubilee House have not taken their time to painstakingly check the work that is ongoing in the Ghana Education Service. And if they had, I doubt whether this decision would have been taken.
Now, when you read the statement from the president, it says that his tenure has ended. He's supposed to was on secondary from the KNUST.
No. Please. The Director General is not on secondment from KNUST. The president appointed the Director General, and the Director General sought leave of absence from his university. The universities are not part of the public service. They are run separately from public service rules. I mean, the person who signed this letter is a lawyer.
Yeah.
So I thought he should know this. that the universities are not run under the Public Services Commission, and that the president appointed Professor Opoku-Amankwah, and Professor Opoku-Amankwah sought leave of absence from his university, which is part of his condition. So for you to quote that aspect, it's an indication that the one who signed the letter, who is a lawyer, have not done a study in the public sector structures and rules and regulation of the public sector.
So would you say he erred?
I think the letter, there are aspects of the letter that are red herrings.
What should be done now?
Well, for us, it creates a very serious and a difficult position for us.
Why?
We thought that the appointing authority should really look at the situation and rescind his decision.
For him to reinstate?
Yes.
Previously, we had that of Mr. Anthony Boateng.
Mr. Anthony Boateng's case, he had retired and was given extension.
Right.
Are you getting it? So that is a totally different. As we speak, Professor Opoku-Amankwah is not on retirement. So there are two distinct and separate situations.
My final question to you, would you propose that there should be kind of a resolution body between the Minister of Education and the Director General?
Well, I don't know why the government is allowed the bad blood to exist, because the bad blood affects operations in the Ghana Education Service. Throughout history,
Right.
the problem we've had is that the ministry always thinks that they have the know-how and the wherewithal to micromanage the Ghana Education Service. The ministry is always seeing Ghana Education Service as its backyard garden. And this is a major, to the extent that I recall, a couple of years ago, the unions made a call that government should relocate the headquarters. If you remember, we made a call that government should relocate the headquarters of the Ghana Education Service. The ministry's interference in the management of the Ghana Education Service is very disturbing. To the extent that there are times that even the ministry thinks that they should even appoint heads of schools, which is wrong. Why should it be the ministry who should be managing the food situation in schools? The ministry is a policy-making body. There are agencies under the ministry. Are you getting it? And these agencies under the ministry are semi-autonomous bodies who run according to certain rules and regulations. The ministry should act as a ministry and allow the various agencies to operate professionally. This is where the problem is coming from.
The seeming interference.
Yes. This is where the problem is coming from. You know, where ministries are interested in the day-to-day running of the Ghana Education Service. Look, there are rules of engagement and there are rules of disengagement. There are rules of discipline. We have code of conduct, conditions of service. That binds everybody from the smallest person to the highest person in the Ghana Education Service. And these are time-tested rules of operation. But every time, since I became an official of this union, I have seen on and on and on interference of the Ministry of Education in the affairs of the Ghana Education Service. And this is very, very bad. And this is what have culminated into the situation that we are seeing now.
Currently, you don't have a Director General.
Currently, there's no Director General.
And nobody's acting.
And who has been appointed to act? You can only act when you have been appointed to. Yes, you cannot just jump and say you're acting. No. If I were there, I wouldn't do that. I would take my head and go and put on that chopping block. Thank you.